How you doing? I just want to take a second to talk about one of the things about division is one of the ways I think we as Americans get divided, and that's through political labels. So they're the labels we all know so well, Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, MAGA, woke, left, right, et cetera, et cetera. And I feel like over the last, number of years, even decades, these labels have become too important. And I think they are used against us by, the whatever foreign or domestic forces that are out there that want America to be weaker so they can grab up or take or steal the things that America does that are so great, and the things that happen in the world when the American people are united and doing good things and making freedom and prosperity reign the way we can. So these political labels are, I think, used in a way that makes people feel like they supersede, well, the one label that matters, American. So when people talk about the priority or the primacy of being a liberal or a conservative, and they don't mention how important it is to be an American and to support, like I keep saying, I personally, I don't care if you wear a MAGA hat or a rainbow flag, as long as you want free elections and free markets, you want law and order, you want morality, justice, equality, hard work, then you're an American patriot. And you're the type of person who, this country is built on. And I think that's most Americans. So when this sort of media or social media sort of trick us to think that being a conservative or being a liberal or a Democrat or a Republican is more important than being an American, or it even just sort of doesn't even mention being an American, being, the United States of America. It just talks about these other labels as if we're multiple countries in one. I think that is one of the major forces used against all of us to make us be divided. Because one thing that really has been, that struck me recently is that these labels almost seem like they don't mean anything anymore. I'm not sure what these labels mean. The people who ascribe to them seem to be changing their policy positions and all these things on both sides. And in the end, we should judge each other as we are. This is a nation of, whatever it is, 330 or 40 million individuals. And that's important. And how do we do that? That is tricky. Labels help us understand who people are, but I'm sure all of us have been kind of annoyed by labels in our time. And as well, when you talk to someone, you find out they're idiosyncratic, they're unique, they don't conform to all those labels. So I would suggest we think about it in order to not be divided, to stay united. Let's maybe think about using labels less if we can.